Hello, this is Mike Griffin from My Second Generation. We're going to do a quick video showing you how to use the My Second Generation desktop to create a simple template using drag and drop techniques. We're going to create a little C# Poco class, and you'll see how easy it is. It's pretty cool. It's the new way to do code generation. So let's get some real estate here and close some windows. We're going to open a blank template. We're going to go over here to the template details, dock that, and we're going to choose handlebars as the scripting engine. The output is C#. We're going to map to C# types. That's not important for this video, but the other part is. So let's go ahead and go to our data source. We're going to choose Northwind, and we'll just choose one table out of there, the employees table. Now notice when I switch to JSON input, that literally is the JSON input represented in a tree that's going to be fed to my template. So there's no guessing on how to create a template. You just look at these properties and you can tell what all the properties are that you can use in your template. So if we go back to the sources, and if I choose views or procs, they always get put in this items collection. So for the most part, unless you're working with JSON or EDMX blobs, you're working with the items collection. So we're going to loop through the items collection and create a simple C# class. Let's hold the control key down, grab items, drag it over here and drop it. Notice it's smart enough to know that items is an array, so it uses the handlebars each syntax on items. So for each table, in this case, we're going to say public class, and then we want the table name. But we don't want to actually use name, because name could be something that's not valid in C# or really any language for that matter. It could have a dot in it, it could have a space in it as from a table name. So we use the alias, which My Second Generation cleans up for you when you upload your schema. So we're going to use alias, open, close, paren, pull that in. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Let's hit execute. So we have public class employees. Perfect. Not enough to do anything interesting because we need properties. Let's go into the columns collection. So for each column, we're going to hold the control key and drag it over. Again, it gets smart enough to realize that's a collection, so it uses the each syntax. Now we're going to say public. Whoops. Sorry, I'm having keystroke problems here. Public. Let's drill into a column. Doesn't matter which one. We just need to look at one. We're going to use the .NET nullable types in this. Notice this is an int, a nullable int. So let's hold the control key, drag that down, and drop it right there. There's a space there, so we'll get rid of that. Notice that it put the handlebar brackets around it, but it didn't use the each syntax because it's smart enough to know that this is just a single property. And so that's going to be the data type. We also need the name. Again, we're going to use alias, put a space in there, and then we're just going to make these simple and do a get, set, and we're done. So let's generate that. There we go. Let's put that up here. Now notice we have our class, employees, and its data types are all there. The employee is an integer. It's a nullable int. Date times for birth date, hire date. The photo is a byte array. Reports to is a foreign key to its parent, which is a self-referencing foreign key in this case. So there we go. We got a pretty simple little template, 7 lines of code, 8 lines of code. Let's put a new line here and put a period at the beginning and nothing following that. That means put a blank line in the output, because what we're going to do is we're going to flip over to the data source and choose all tables, hit regen, and now come up here, and if I scroll down through the output, you can see for each table now I've got a Poco. Plain old C# object. Those you could copy those in and those would compile just fine. Or I could go down in here for each one of those and I could go X file and write the rest of that statement out and spit each one of those out to a C# file. So let's pull that up. So we got 9 lines of code that generates the entire Northwind database schema into Pocos. Pretty cool, very easy. Nice thing about this is that if you look at the template syntax, the template looks a lot like what it's going to spit out, meaning that it doesn't look like ASP.NET with percent angle brackets or a T4 template, which is really written almost entirely in C# code. This is written in handlebars, and it looks a lot like your output, which is great. And of course, you can build them via drag and drop. So anyway, hope you guys like that. Thanks. Bye.